Very good evening friends, and in this video we are going to discuss about prime numbers. Numbers. Prime numbers are the special kind of numbers like the 2, 3, 5, 7, which are divisible by 1 and by itself. They have only two divisors, which are 1 and itself. These kind of numbers are called prime numbers. Now let's write a program to see what are the prime numbers, and because everybody have studied the prime factorization, because they say every number is made up of prime numbers. So let's just encode it in Python and see how you can do it. So first we'll simply here, this is, I'm opening this file. Yeah, this is not needed. Yeah, okay. So now here just I code. So first we just take one number from the user. So it says that x equals, okay, int input, enter a number, and then we declare a range. X equals range starting from 2 to the number itself also you can do. So better I write n. So here we take the number from the user, store this in the variable n, and then I run a range which goes from the starting with 2 and n. So now we'll check whether the number n is divisible by this or not. So we say while, or you can write for x in range, or for I in x, better indicate, for I in x, if n modular, if n modular division I equals 0, like if I is successfully able to divide n, then you just don't have to do anything, and you can say I make one more variable, answer equal true. So if this happens, then you make answer equals false and break the loop. You don't have to continue into the loop, and then just continue doing this. Now after this we will check whether the answer is true or false. So if answer is true, so if you feel like, you can also write equals true, then print prime number, else print not a prime number. Yes, here it goes. Now I run the code. I think everything is okay. So here I run the code, then says enter number here, then I enter number called 2. So what it says, prime number. So 2 is a prime number. If I enter number 11, which is also a prime number, which I enter 12, so not a prime number. So this is saying that it's prime numbers are working effectively. So now you can see. Now say that many times you might have heard that whether it is, so I just want to make a small module, and this way we will be able to, here I create a file, Python file, which will be working as a module, and says that spatial numbers, spatial spatial number, sp number dot py. So this is my sp number, and then here I cut everything from here, put it into this one, and then I make it a function. So it becomes like this, like def prime, and this way. Yeah, more than Python, this indexing in PyCharm is little difficult. It should be okay. So here what we'll do, we'll pass a number n into this number, then this part we don't need here, cut, and now I'll put this into the main file. So now here say, means from that file we will be passing this number, and then this number will come and stored in n, then it will check, and then here if it says that, like answer, and if okay, then here it is a break, you don't have else part here, so I write else, and better to make it sync I write pass. Pass means just pass, don't do anything here, and then we will pass, and then we will analyze this answer. If it is true, then we will say return n, and if it is false, then return 0, so this way you will be able to understand whether a number is true or false. So now here I go, this problem is with indentation, so I just remove all this indentation here, don't need any indentation, and then here also we don't need any indentation. Then see, I said no, there's a lot of problem with this indentation. This is PyCharm community edition just does. In the paid version you can find most of the thing are managed well. So, and here it's not like Java, you cannot use curly bracket. Here this indentations are only the better way of saying whether it is. Now I think it's done. Here okay, so this looks nice, and I'll be passing number from n, so I go into the main here, int n, so I make it a here, then I import that file, right, import sp number is just a special name for it, you can say as sp, and then with the help of x is sp dot prime, I pass my number a from here, and then I'll print, then again I check, because in that condition it can return two numbers, either the number itself or the 0. So if x is not equal to 0, print x, so it will print the number, else just pass, don't do anything. Now let's see how it works. Oh, where by mistake I have entered put the colon. Yeah, this is not needed. And this is a function, what it says, unresolved reference answer. So this is answer, why it is unresolved. Is it okay, or still it is unresolved? Returning function outside. Oh, this is problem with indentation only. It is failing to understand whether we are doing things inside the function or it is we are outside the function. So here it goes, and then here it goes. Here, break, here, break. Then this else is for this. So pass should also be there. Yes. Now is it okay? For I in range, for I in x. Okay, so they are saying indentation here is not required. Okay, hopefully this time it's return n outside the function. Okay, I think after this I need to create two line or one line, else this gap perhaps is not required. Okay, so there is not the problem with the concept on programming syntax, it is problem with indentation. Now hopefully it goes well. Yes, enter number, I enter 2, so it's printing 2. If I enter, it's working now guys, just check it out. So if I enter 5, it is printing 5. What happens if I enter a number 12, which is a prime number? It just does nothing. So I mean to say that this is how it works. Again, if you want to go, I created a special module, and I have just placed one functions called the def prime, where this takes a number from the caller. Like from here the function will be called, and then you see here the number is running. Now if I suppose if I want to find out, if I want to print some numbers like thousands and like what is, because we hardly understand that what is the prime number after 575. So if I say that find the numbers above 575, then how will you do that? So better answer is that I create another range, y equals range, and then here I'll write a, or better I make one more number, and I have this just like you print all the prime numbers between these two bounds, lower bounds and upper bound kind of. So enter lower bound, I write lower bound, then I write here enter upper bound, upper bound. Then I create a range which goes from A to B, and then I will be calling this function prime. I'll run a loop like for I equals A in range A B, in range of in Y. For I here I equal to A, for I in Y, and I just keep passing I think this will do. Let's see. What is this B? Okay, they're saying there is no B. Okay, let's see. X is sp dot prime. There is nothing called X. Unexpected indentation. Okay. Now see. Enter the lower bound. I say between 200 and 20,000. How many prime numbers are there? Now just check it out. This is printing a list of all those prime numbers between 20 to between 200. So 211 is a prime number. Next prime number is 223, and this 14, 41, 15. This way you can verify. So this is working nicely. I just put one more thing. If I want to print the prime numbers above 10,000, and here I write 100,000, and then let's see, it goes here, it goes printing so many beautiful prime numbers just for you guys. Is it not funny that this is doing so effectively and easily? Yes, 35,000. You can also count how many prime numbers are there between them, and it is just, I've created one library. So now it's going. It's still large number I have entered, because it's just like I think I entered 1 million. So that's why these numbers are increasing. So this is how you can manage it. Thank you very much. Subscribe to our channel and watch the next video, where we will be creating few more beautiful numbers.